right, joining me right now with his thoughts on what we can do about Syria, retired four-star general and Fox News military analyst, General Jack Keane. General, good to have you here. You know, Dr. Gorka was pretty clear. Don't mess with us. And Bashar al-Assad, you know, don't go firing off these chemical weapons against your own people, or there will be a price to pay. He may have retreated, do you think?
It sounds like he did. I'm absolutely amazed that the Syrians would actually consider doing this again with the Trump administration, given what happened the last time, because this time they would not just take out the airfield from which those weapons and airplanes came. There's 6 operational airfields that they use in Syria for all of the Syrian air power. They would take out all of the infrastructure and the air power itself. We would finally put Syrian air power to bed. In other words, at every one of those airfields, you have ammunition depots, you have fuel depots, you have supply warehouses for the repair parts for the airplanes. You have the airplanes themselves and the runways. That is what would, in my judgment, is probably when they say something really bad would happen, that's what would happen. That's what
they would do.
Yeah.
So what does this mean for Bashar al-Assad and Syria now? I mean, is he going to back off? Are things going to change, or is it just sort of status quo as usual?
Militarily, the reason he uses weapons and these weapons, and people would look at it and say, you know, this doesn't make any sense. Why is he doing it? Well, first of all, he has already conducted a campaign to systematically kill off the Sunni population using all the tools he has available to him. He has a limited amount of forces with the Iranians, so he uses the chemical weapons to shut things down in one place while he's off with his forces doing something else in another place. So from his perspective, he sees it as just another military tool. The world sees it as a weapon of terror, a weapon against humanity, a moral issue and a values
issue. How does
issue.
Russia see it?
Russia, I think, is supporting Assad. They are killing Sunni population in Syria at an alarming rate themselves. They have fundamentally been committing war crimes from the minute they got in there because they focus on civilian population areas. Only the Russians have the capability to bomb underground hospitals, which is what they've had to do to preserve medical care, build them under the ground. And the Russians use their penetrators to go down, and they know exactly what they're doing.
Okay, so if they're committing war crimes, why aren't we calling them out on it, General?
We've called them out a little bit. Obama washed his hands of it. This administration has mentioned it. I absolutely believe Ambassador, our UN Ambassador Nikki Haley should go after this with a vengeance.
Wow. All right, let me turn to Venezuela. We'll go around the world here because you got more chaos going on there in socialist Venezuela. Maduro is saying that basically there was a coup attempt, and there's a guy that stole a helicopter and basically tried to attack government buildings via this helicopter. There's some speculation that maybe Maduro's making this up. I mean, they had the helicopter attack, but maybe it was staged. And then there's speculation that, in fact, Venezuela could be on the verge of a civil war. How do you view it?
Well, first of all, I don't know if it was valid or not, and I don't think our intelligence services probably do know. But on the surface of it, it was not a coup. It was just a harassing attack against a government function, obviously, the Supreme Court.
And this is the guy, by the way, 32 years old.
Perez.
He's done a lot of different things. He's been an actor. He's been in the intelligence gathering community as an officer, I believe. But, you know,
one helicopter and some grenades don't make a coup. Okay? But it does give him a lot of publicity, which I suspect is what he really wants. You know?
Now we all know who he is. Maybe it'll help his acting career. But civil war, I mean, is that something that that's a country?
Look at the people, as we have seen, they are very upset with some justification.
Yeah.
You know, the inflation's off the charts, the economy's in the tank. The police are using horrific tactics to go back after the people. They're starting to systematically kill some of them. Yes, it could get into something considerably larger than what we have.
What about the Monroe Doctrine? I mean, this is in the Western Hemisphere. This is a country that's right close to us.
Well, I don't think...
Should we be doing more?
I don't think there's any danger of this spreading. Venezuela did this to themselves. I mean, this was one of the best economies, one of the richest countries in South America. And look what they have done to themselves.
Socialism. You can thank socialism for that one. General.
And the oil price.
Thank you so much. Good to have you here.
Good talking to you, Trish.
All right.